Hello boys, hope you're all doing well, hope you're having a great day. For the next few hours we're talking about football, so we'll start with some of the games that are happening this weekend. So yeah, it's going to be a great, games on the weekend. Obviously tonight we've got Bristol City against Swansea. I think that will be a great game. And yeah, obviously in the predictions, if you don't know, I did a predictions video a long time ago, and yeah, it's been a very wacky start to the season, of course, in the Championship and, of course, the other divisions, which we'll get onto in a moment. I think it's going to be great. It's going to be a great rest of the season. Obviously, we've had 2 game weeks now in the Championship, so I'm looking forward to see how the teams do in the Premier League, and it's going to be great. Some great teams in the Premier League. I mean, if you look at the teams that have come up, obviously Brentford, they shocked my team Arsenal a few weeks ago now, and there's nothing much you can really say, to be honest. I mean, some great teams. There's not much you can really say. You look at the squads that they both built. I mean, it's a pretty decent squad, and I like teams in the Premier League. I think they've got some really good squads, and I really like this system obviously that our manager's playing. Mikel Arteta, obviously we've got a big game on Sunday night against Chelsea, but I mean, Chelsea, they're not a bad team if you look at their signings over the window. Some of these team signings that we've seen over the window have actually been very, very good signs. Obviously Romelu Lukaku to Chelsea, it's been a great deal obviously for Thomas Tuchel to get him into the squad. I think the rumours on Sky Sports News that he was going to start at the weekend. For Arsenal, we've done some great business. Obviously, we've brought in Ben White for £50 million from Brighton. I think that's a great deal. We've just announced today that we're going to be getting Martin Odegaard back from Real Madrid for £30 million. We're also after Sheffield United goalkeeper Aaron Ramsdale. I think if we get that deal done, that'd be a great deal for my team. Obviously, we've got some tough games coming up. Obviously, we've got Chelsea this weekend, which will be a very tough game. And then next Saturday we've got Man City away. And I mean, if you look at Man City's deals, for example, Man City bought Jack Grealish from Aston Villa. And that's a great deal for Man City. I think Grealish will probably get a lot of game time under Pep Guardiola. Obviously, at the moment, they're missing Phil Foden to injury, and they're missing some other players to injury. I do like Phil Foden, though. I think he's a great player. I mean, he's been very good at this Man City squad, so I expect him to keep on delivering at this Man City club. And I like Pep Guardiola. I think he's got a great system down there at Man City. I really like Pep Guardiola, and I think Man City, if they can keep this going throughout the season, I think they could be title contenders. Obviously Liverpool, they've had a bit of a rough time. Obviously they lost Virgil van Dijk last year to injury, but obviously Van Dijk's back at Liverpool now. And Liverpool, Jurgen Klopp's team, got a solid win last weekend against Norwich. The problem with Norwich is I've got nothing against Norwich City. They're a great football club. Obviously they brought in Billy Gilmore on loan from Chelsea. So yeah, it's going to take time for him to get used to this Norwich system. But obviously Norwich have been in the Prem before. They're pretty regulars in the Premier League, Norwich. I mean, Norwich hopefully will bounce back. They had a disappointing result against Liverpool last week, but obviously a tough game this weekend. They're going to Man City tomorrow, so Norwich, I think it'll be a tough game for Norwich tomorrow against Man City. But I think Norwich will keep progressing, and I think they'll get better and better throughout the season. And I like this team. I mean, there's not much I can really say that I don't like about this Man City team. I think they're a very good side. I really like this team now. I think if they put some more progress into this team, they're going to be unstoppable. I really like this team. I think if they keep building the squad and making more youth in it, I think they will be very, very good throughout the season. And I expect Man City to make some more brilliant deals. They're already after. I've heard rumours today that they're after Harry Kane. Well, if they get Harry Kane, that'd be a good deal. But I think it would disappoint a lot of Spurs fans. Obviously, they've got some decent players at Tottenham. Obviously, they've got the likes of Dele Alli and Heung-min Son, who scored a beautiful goal at the last weekend against Man City. So, I mean, there's not much you can really say that you don't like about Tottenham when they're a decent club, and I've got nothing against any of these clubs in the Premier League. I mean, I mean, I've been very impressed by Brentford. I mean, Brentford obviously they probably weren't the bookies' favourites to come up through the playoffs, but I've been really impressed with Brentford. Obviously, they've got a game on. They've got a tough game tomorrow against Crystal Palace, and obviously Brentford won their opening game, and Palace lost to Chelsea last week. So, yeah, it'd be a great game. I think obviously these two teams want to be early setters, try and catch the likes of the Man Uniteds, the Liverpools, the Man Cities. Yeah, I expect it's going to be a great game over the week. There's some great games over the weekend. Obviously, we've got Liverpool, Burnley tomorrow. That's going to be a great game at Anfield. And in the Championship, got some great games in the Championship tomorrow. Obviously, QPR playing Barnsley. Some brilliant games. I think some brilliant teams. Some brilliant performances in the Championship, especially Hull City. Obviously, Hull City just come back up from League One. And I mean, Hull City could be a dark horse in this title race. But I did say in my predictions video, if you've not seen that, go and check it out. I would recommend it. I did say I thought Fulham would be the strongest team out of all the teams that have come down. Obviously, teams that obviously come down are like West Brom, Fulham, Sheffield United. They've all come down, but not the greatest start for Sheffield United. I mean, they didn't start that great. Obviously, they picked up a point against Swansea in the second game, but obviously they've had two disappointing results against Birmingham and, of course, last game against West Brom. But yeah, I think it'll be time to improve some more players. Obviously, it looks like Aaron Ramsdale's going to be going, so that's going to be a massive loss for Sheffield United if Arsenal do get Aaron Ramsdale. Obviously, last season we lost Emi Martinez to Aston Villa, and obviously we ain't got a backup at the moment. We've only our number one keeper is Bernd Leno. So as Robbie was saying, Robbie from Arsenal Fan TV said about on Sky Sports News that we've not really had many backup goals, and I think the addition of Aaron Ramsdale as a backup goalkeeper to Bernd Leno would probably give Leno a bit more of competition for the net. And I mean, I'm happy with the players that he's kept though. I'm happy he's kept players like Granit Xhaka and of course like Williams not played yet this season. Obviously Gabriel is just coming back. Apparently Lacazette and Aubameyang are back apparently to Robbie. So apparently Robbie says that they didn't play against Brentford because they apparently they had the virus. So hopefully Aubameyang and Lacazette will be back in the lineup for the game on Sunday at the Emirates against Chelsea. But I mean, I like this Arsenal team. I think if we can keep improving and getting better players in, I think we're going to do well. Obviously, the addition, Odegaard has signed for us now, but obviously he said he won't be in the match on Sunday because he's got to get his visa to get across to London. So yeah, it's probably going to be a couple of weeks before we see Martin Odegaard back at Arsenal. But I mean, we had some we had about 4 players out last week. We had obviously no Aubameyang and no Lacazette due to COVID, and then obviously Thomas Partey's out for 4 games with a knee injury. So I mean, we've missed a lot of key players. I mean, I wasn't particularly impressed with our game on last week and our first game of the season against Brentford. I didn't think we played that well against Brentford. Obviously, we lost 2-0 to Brentford, but I mean, I'm hoping in this game, when we play Chelsea, we'll have a bit more fire in us, and hopefully we can pick up a huge 3 points. Obviously, we want to try and finish higher than last season. Obviously, last season we finished 8th in the league, so we want to finish higher than 8th. And we also want to try and get maybe into the Conference League or maybe back to Europa League next season or maybe Champions League push. But it's going to be tough though. We know it's going to be tough. We've got 2 tough games coming up against Chelsea and Man City. Then obviously on Tuesday we've got West Brom away in the Carabao Cup. So some tough games coming up for the Gunners, and hopefully we can continue getting more investments. Obviously we've got till the 31st of August till the window closes on the 31st of August. So I'm hoping Mikel brings some more players, and obviously he has brought in Ben White and he's brought back Odegaard. I'm happy about that. I'm happy that hopefully Smith Rowe will get back into the team. We'll see more from him, more from Bukayo Saka. I'm hoping that most of our youngsters like Martinelli as well, hopefully they will get some game time. And I'm looking forward to see how the boys play at the weekend. I'm looking forward to see how we approach this game against Chelsea. Obviously we just had a disappointing defeat to Brentford, so we'll want to bounce back strong against a very good Chelsea side, obviously with some great players in the team. Obviously they've got also at the minute Ziyech is out injured, so we won't be playing Hakim Ziyech tomorrow, but they've still got some great players in the team. They've got Kai Havertz, they've got Timo Werner, they've got Lukaku who they've just signed, they've got Andreas Christensen, he's quite dangerous, they've got Edouard Mendy in net, they've got Kepa as backup, they've got some really good players, Chelsea. And then if you look at that City team, to replace City next Saturday, and City have got some very dangerous players as well. They've got Kevin De Bruyne, Phil Foden, Raheem Sterling. Sterling was actually a funny story that I don't know why I said Sterling because Sterling's no longer at City, but there has been rumours going around that Raheem Sterling has been linked with Arsenal, but I don't think Raheem Sterling will come to Arsenal. But we've had a lot of players linked with us. Obviously, we've had Martinez from Inter Milan. He's been linked with us. We've had obviously the rumours running around with Aaron Ramsdale's going to be joining us from Sheffield United. We've had some rumours, a lot of rumours going around. Obviously, Odegaard's just announced that he's signed for £30 million, which I think is a great deal. And obviously getting Ben White from Brighton for £50 million, that's a great deal, great bargain. We got bought him from Brighton, so can't wait to see how he plays. Obviously, I didn't have a great debut against Brentford, but hopefully he'll have a good game on Sunday when we play Chelsea. Yeah, I'm looking forward to it. I'm looking forward to see how our team responds. Obviously, we had a disappointing game last Saturday, but I'm hoping this Sunday when we play Chelsea, and then we'll play Man City. Obviously, we've got some tough games coming up. So we've got a busy schedule. Obviously, West Brom in the Cup on Tuesday, which will be a tough game, and then obviously we've got Chelsea coming up as well, and Man City next Saturday. So yeah, some tough games. Yeah, I'm looking forward to it. I'm looking forward to the challenge. I mean, some great teams in the Premier League. And I'm not just saying about Liverpool. Even the three teams that have come up, we've got three decent sides who have come up. Obviously, you've got the likes of Watford. Watford look a dark horse already. They beat Aston Villa last week. Norwich, they don't look great at the moment, but obviously Norwich have only played that one game. And then Brentford. Brentford could be a dark horse in my eyes. But it's interesting to see. The problem is with the Championship, you don't know what teams are going to be coming up. You could be expecting teams like Hull City to come up, Cov City to come up, Reading to come up, Sheffield United to come up. Some great teams in the Championship. So whoever comes up next season from the Championship, it's going to be very tough for them. Obviously, Leeds are another one. A lot of people probably wrote Leeds off and thought Leeds were going to be shocking this season. Yeah, I like this. The how Bielsa's system is at Leeds. Obviously, they had a disappointing loss to Man United last week. They lost 5-1 at Old Trafford, but I'm sure that Leeds will bounce back strong. And they've got a big game this weekend. Obviously, they're playing Everton this weekend. Obviously, Everton, they had a brilliant start against Southampton last weekend. So Everton will want to keep their good form going into the game tomorrow against Leeds. And also, I'll be trying to cover all the games tomorrow on this Arsenal stand. So yeah, we're discussing that tomorrow morning. And yeah, I'm looking forward to those games tomorrow. Some great games, of course. You've got two brilliant games tomorrow lunchtime. Obviously, we've got Liverpool, Burnley in the Premier League, and then obviously QPR, Barnsley in the Championship. So yeah, I'm trying to follow all those games tomorrow. Some brilliant games. Obviously, you've got Rotherham and Sheffield Wednesday in League One. Sorry. Yeah, we're going to be following all those games tomorrow. I'm looking forward to that. And yeah, it's going to be great fun, and I'm looking forward to it. I think if you look at the depth of teams obviously coming up from the National League, League 2, League 1, Championship, all the way up to the Premier League, yeah, some very dangerous teams. I think if we can get a run going here, get a couple of wins maybe against Chelsea, have a decent result in the Cup against West Brom, get a good result against Man City, we could still be on for a top half finish. It's just whether the boys can try and turn it around. Obviously, we're in not a great position. Obviously, we're 17th at the moment, so hopefully we can get a decent result against Chelsea, get those crucial 3 points. Obviously, we've got another derby. Yeah, we've got derby on Sunday against Chelsea at home. But yeah, I'm hoping we can have a decent schedule. We've got some great games coming up. Yeah, I honestly think we're going to be very, very good games, obviously, on the schedule. We've got Burnley coming up as well. Burnley's going to be a tough game, obviously. Now, dangerous Sean Dyche's teams have been over the years, but obviously Burnley have not made any signings throughout the transfer window. And yeah, some great teams. I'm looking forward to the remainder of the season. Hopefully we'll have a good run in the Carabao Cup, and same with the FA Cup. Obviously we want to try and win some silverware under Mikel Arteta. Obviously we won the FA Cup a few years ago, but obviously last season we had a disappointing season last season, obviously losing in the FA Cup to Southampton, getting knocked out of the Europa League semi-final by our old coach Unai Emery in Villarreal. So hopefully we can get back into Europa League next season. and hopefully we build from this season. We have a good summer off season as well, and then next season we come back with some brilliant outlet, and hopefully we'll bring some more decent players into the squad. And I'm hoping Mikhail can get some more depth into this team, because we've got some really good players in this team, and I think if we can keep building, making the squad even better and stronger, we're going to have a decent squad for next season. Obviously, we want to survive. Obviously, we don't want to get relegated to the Championship, so we're going to try and keep the depth of this team, and hopefully, as Robbie said on Sky Sports, Robbie at Arsenal Fan TV, I'm looking forward to it. I think it'll be a great game, and some great teams. I mean, you can't really say that any of the teams are bad in this division, and I like every team in the division, and so good luck to all the other teams. Of course, the other teams, obviously, good luck to Norwich. Hopefully Norwich will stay up, and obviously looking forward to Watford, and also good luck to the playoff winners last season, Brentford, and good luck to Brentford as well, because they're a great club. They've got some great fans, Brentford, so good luck to Brentford, and I hope they stay up this season, and hopefully we'll see them again next season in the Premier League, hopefully, if they stay up, obviously, and they don't get relegated down to the Championship. So so good luck to Brentford though. We've got a tough game tomorrow against Crystal Palace, so good luck for that game tomorrow. I guess to give you all the looks, obviously I am an Arsenal fan, so I have to be careful, because obviously don't want to be giving too much away as a fan, and obviously I don't really go to Arsenal games because obviously it's in London, so I can't travel to London, especially with the restrictions and all this. And I do follow the games. I follow the games on my phone, and obviously I listen to TalkSport. Obviously, if you don't know what TalkSport is, it's a great app to listen to football, and I usually listen to that every weekend, especially when there's football on, or if there's anything happening and I want to know about it. They always tell us there. So I'm looking forward to that. And don't forget, as I say, later on today I will be trying to do a career mode stream again. Might try and do some career mode streaming later, or do a stream later, but we'll see what happens with that. So I'm looking forward to that. So boys, I think that's going to be the end of the podcast. I hope you've enjoyed it anyway. I'm going to be uploading this in a few moments time, and I'll be back probably this afternoon to do a career mode stream. So thanks for watching. See you guys later.